if you do not understand what you need to do to create a powerful program that's going to land you your ideal clients, you are losing in this coaching game. Yo, coach, how can you say I'm losing? I'm saying you're losing because you out here just doing things willy-nilly, not sure on what your people really want and how to really serve them. And you're not going to attract the right people into your world so they can want to work with you. And I know that because it's been, it took me years to really figure this out and really identify what people wanted and how to serve them so I can get clients in. Shamika is a great example of that, and that's what we're going to go through today. All right, specifically what it looks like. So if you've been having some trouble putting together your program and getting some help with this, that is why we have Shamika here today. What is going on? How you feel? Let's jump in and really talk about what was life before we started working together. What is that like, life before PCS, right? Where were you at, and what made you say, you know what, I think I should get some help with this?
Yeah.
Like, where were you at in that place?
Yeah. So really I was all over the place, right? So before, I got introduced to you, I was just kind of, you read all the things saying post content, do this, do that, and you're kind of just doing it without a strategy, right? So I wasn't getting any of the results that I was looking for, and my program wasn't even a third of the amount that it's been able to be since I started working with you. So I was really just all over the place. And once you hit me up, I was just like, my prayers have been answered. And once I started working with PCS, I like start getting like, it's like a family there. So having that support system as well, having someone who can relate to everything that you were going through, it's just really been beneficial to me. So
Love it, love it, love it. Let me ask you this: like, um, let folks know, like, who's your niche, like your ideal client. What do you help your ideal client achieve, and what what prompted you to start looking to get some help or get some coaching? And let me give you some context, because we get folks who, and I know because I speak to hundreds of people each and every month, that we get folks who they like, I can figure it out myself. I can just go online, I can Google it, I can just I could listen to some podcasts and watch some YouTube videos. I'll be fine. Like, what made you say, you know what, just consuming this free content isn't enough? Let me see, how I can actually connect with somebody who achieve what I want to achieve and get a coach. Like, what were you going through that prompted you to say, let me get some help on this?
Yeah, so I'm a virtual assistant, and I coach aspiring virtual assistants or junior virtual assistants to create a premium service-based offer and grow their virtual assistant program. And basically, um, let me I fortunately for myself, I didn't wait a long time like everyone else, right? Like, so for a few months I had been trying to do it myself, right? Googling everything, going to like $27 workshops with different coaches and doing all those things. And then honestly, I have to say, when you hit me up, it was just like the right time. It was just like everything you were saying to me resonated so well with me. And I was just like, I have to take this call with him because already I feel like I'm getting value, right? It was like you just knew what I needed. And then once we actually had that conversation on the phone, and I was just like, this is where I need to be. And honestly, when I signed up for your program, I didn't even have the money. I just like took everything I had left, and I was like, I'm all in. Like, just from our conversation, I was like, I have to do this right now, and I'm not going to spend any more time wasting my time. I know I need the help, right? Because I've been trying to do this for several months by myself, and why not get someone who's out here who's proven to help me get to the next level?
What you mentioned is that I saw where my business could be next year, where my business could be in a year. And that's so key, because a lot of times, there's folks who they say, you know what, I want to change, I want things to be better, I want to help people, I'm tired of struggling, or I hate my 9-to-5 job, like I want to do this full time, I know this is my purpose, and they give you they got all the greatest reasons in the world to do it. But then when it comes time to the moment of decision, they start to reverse everything they know that they need to do in order to actually get the change that they want, right?
Right.
Oh, but what if it doesn't work? what if I can't do, or what if I get in and I don't get the results, or what if what if people don't think I'm credible, or what if I don't have the time, what if I can't afford you? What were some of the results you started to get afterwards, right? You had a challenge, you started doing some things differently, and then you started
Mhm.
getting a better result. Like, talk about that contrast from before to after.
Okay. So initially, before I came into the program, like I was saying earlier, I was just posting content and like posting Black Friday sales, doing all the things, right? But not getting any hits on anything that I was doing. But coming into the program and actually having a strategy on how I was posting my content, continuously offering value, doing what you said, offering tutorials and trainings for the different people in the community that potentially want to become a virtual assistant, and then having people start saying, you're providing us such great value. And then I started getting more engagement on my posts and things like that. And then after that, it just became easy. It was like I wasn't even looking for clients; they were coming to me, and
Mm.
that was like a big change, because I was chasing people before. Whereas once I became consistent with my posting, and also, yeah, being consistent in my posting, because before it was like when I knew a sale was coming up or this was happening, then I would try to post a bunch of content, right? But then when I got in the program, it was like every day I'm posting content to be consistent and show up for my audience in my community. So that made a big difference as well. So yeah.
Mm. That's perfect. Wow, and you know what? That's a good kind of transition. So let's talk about, because I want them to walk away with like some practical to dos. Like, yo, there's some things I can do. So I guess talk about what are two or three of the biggest lessons that you've learned since we've been working together, and
Mhm.
how it and so explain to them what were they were, and then also what was the impact that had on your business.
So I would say like one of the biggest things actually about my program was when we had to write out the list of things that people would potentially benefit from in our program, because prior to the program, I had never thought about the actual benefits of the program. So that was really beneficial for me. Also being able to outline, you taught me how to outline like the roadmap that we use. I was able to create that and put it in my program to give it not only an easier understanding for myself, but for the clients as well as they're going through the program, right? And then just
What do you
understanding.
mean? Let me pause you for a second. Remember that third key.
uh,
What do you mean the roadmap? Just for those who may not get it, what do you mean that I taught you specifically how to put together a roadmap?
Yeah, so before the program, I was kind of like just throwing information at my clients, whereas creating this like different phases is almost like phases of the program that I offer. It was so much easier for me to not only teach the community as they went through the program, but it was easier for them to understand where they were in their journey of becoming a virtual assistant. And so that's what the map is, to give you a clear guide on where you're going next in your business.
But what was the last piece that you were getting ready to say that you really took away and learned to implement?
Um, I think I was going to get ready to say also showing up authentically on my page, because before it was like I was showing up how I was showing up in the corporate world, right? Every day when I got on live, or not every day, but whenever I would go on live or anything like that, I felt like I had to be in a suit, like a suit jacket or a nice dress, put on some makeup. And it was just like I started being more authentic and people could relate to me more as a human being than just this kind of robot coming on and, having this complete outline every time I was coming on live to share value. So that really was valuable for me too, is to be authentic.
And I mentioned that too because I was in a place similar where I was just trying to figure this whole thing out, and all it took was for me to really just get some strategies, give me a little bit of accountability, make sure I'm on path. I am passionate about it, but I need a little bit of help. You know what I'm saying? I need a little bit of help. You know what I'm saying? A little assistance, because I could stray off sometimes or lack consistency. But once I did that, boom, 2 million people in 2 years impacted. Boom, graduate over 200 people from our program. Boom, multiple six figures. Boom, helping, coaching, hundreds and thousands of people each and every week, right? And it's a blessing to be able to do that. Boom, we have our own live events. right? We got our members that are generating hundreds and thousands of dollars each and every month just from doing things differently or getting this accountability and support. So if you like, that is what